Welcome back to pointless bickering, the game.
I don't know if it's been said before, but in hindsight, games like Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, Indigo Prophecy, heck, even ones made by that other guy I don't like, not just David Cage, but yeah. In hindsight, that and even badly written plots weren't that bad. Now this...
It's amazing how perspective can change a man's opinion of stuff.
Yes.
Well, I'd much rather be
talking. Reigns has been planning to overthrow, but he was made policy by Pretendalus before those plans became put into action. Since then, he has been a part of a policy scheme to guide Lightning and the others through their battles with the Sanctum, along the path to Koken's destruction. However, Reigns regains the will he once had as a human and attempts to kill them to prevent...
Wait a minute. Hold on. Objection! Where in the last part was it ever stated he wanted to overthrow the fallacy? If anything, he just said he wanted a moment of victory against...
No, Jova, you're confusing. Basically, when we first met Sid back in part 12, he told us that that's what he wanted, but he was actually lying.
Okay, then another objection then. Why the heck hasn't the data log changed to show that that wasn't the case?
Because that was the plot twist in the last part.
But shouldn't the data log have altered itself by now?
No, Joe, but that's the thing. That's the thing, Joe. I didn't check the data log in the last part. I'm just doing it now, which is why you're only reading that now.
So let me get this straight. The data log... Oh, okay, I get that, but shouldn't what I'm saying is that shouldn't the data log have edited, itself, go for the update and story? Or are you telling me that the data log is so lazy that, it only starts at the very base of what you have, and then you have to check it again to get the update?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Okay, so let me get this...
Well, to be fair, the journal in the Kingdom Hearts games kinda does that too.
But
yes,
that was...
But then again, they were games made for the PlayStation 2 in the early 2000 years. You think by this point they would have made it a bit a thing.
Yes, thank you, I was just about to say.
Not to mention the journal in the Kingdom Hearts games, it's not really necessary to understand the story, and some reports notwithstanding.
Not to mention the fact that the Kingdom Hearts 2 plot actually, explained itself well enough for the data log. But aside from that, like Tio said, it was a game on the PS2 era, and even then, the way it did it actually made some sense, because even then it sort of changed with, the Heartless that appeared and whatnot. There were actually still some changes, despite it being a game on the PS2. Yet here, a big budget game on the PS3, with a data log that you pretty much need to understand the story. Not to mention the fact that, as we've established, they intentionally made it that you were supposed to read the data log. Didn't think to maybe alter the data log along with the story?
Big lightning.
But I mean,
I
don't get this, because, they're so focused on this data log, yet they do so little to program it properly. Yes, audience, I know I'm complaining about a data log, but I think we've established at this point the data log is quite possibly the main means of understanding this plot. So, and
even if you read the data log like I did, because I read the whole thing, and I still have a lot of questions about this.
So, let me guess, so basically if you do the pause menu again, if you open up Sid's thing, then it will have finally changed?
Wait, could you repeat that?
So basically, if you were to open the pause menu now, would then Sid's data log entry be changed to actually match up with the, what's happened?
Yeah. Basically, every time some kind of plot point happens regarding... Basically, Joe, imagine, for example, that right now we would have a plot point where... for example, remember the plot point in the last part where Snow realized that maybe he was wrong about a few things and he apologized to Latin and everything?
Yeah.
Well, as soon as that cutscene happens, the data log, his data log entry is immediately altered to reflect that. Basically, it's like this: every time something happens, the data log updates accordingly.
Wait, but then why didn't it update that time with Sid then?
It did, Joe. I just didn't read until now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, Jova, wanna hear
Jova, you're putting way too much effort into trying to understand this, Jova.
I guess you could say, Pedro, I'm reading too much into this.
Yep.
Although...
So, Jova, wanna hear an interesting thing about this place?
Sure.
There was at one point there was Planet DLC for this game, and it was consisting in a dungeon that was basically a reskin of this arc. It was called, if I recall, the 7th arc. It was supposed to be called, and instead of it, you would have faced basically different reskins of the monsters you found in the game, and at the end of it, fucking Gilgamesh of all people.
By the way, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, basically there are a lot of you can check that because there are a lot of dummy codes and enemy models in the game data that have been found. A lot of them have been reused for 13.2 and Lightning Returns, but others are still being unused. Anyway.
Alright. Yeah. You know what's sad is the fact that, you know, I was going to ask about the DLC, so what exactly does it add on? Does it add on anything story-wise? Because honestly...
there are DLC
the original 13 doesn't have DLC. That's 13.2 and Lightning Returns.
I know. I'm talking about the scrapped DLC, like the one that Tia was talking about. Was that supposed to add anything?
As I said, no, it was supposed to be a bonus dungeon, basically.
You know,
with different monsters.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with this game. Is like, well, the only thing of value I can actually get is the story. Yeah,
the story sucks.
I know. What I'm saying is like, well, that's really the only thing of value I can get from this game because the gameplay is bland as something even more bland than Toast. Because, like, honest.
Actually, Toast is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I retracted my statement.
It's
more like Fang.
Toast everywhere.
It's as bland as
Fran.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, bland as bland can be. I mean, seriously.
Joe, if it makes you feel any better when we get Lightning Returns, we actually have some pretty awesome customization and even better battle system.
Yeah, but we're not in that game yet.
But again, that like the Game Trailer's review said, which I don't know if I said this before, but the Game Trailer's review is, in my opinion, the best professional review of Lightning Returns. The battle system Lightning Returns is a great thing that belongs in a much better game. I couldn't have said it better.
That's sort of the problem, is like, well, not only are we not even at that game yet, but as you've told me, this game is technically still the best.
Yeah, well, the thing is, yes, the battle system and the customization are pretty great. The problem is that you can't hold a JRPG based on just that alone, you know? The world is boring as shit. The time clock mechanic is annoying and does nothing but, you know, annoy you.
And from what I've heard, the actual...
It's not like in Majora's Mask at all, where you can actually revert back to the first day over and over. In Lightning Returns, you literally have no way to control the time clock aside from stopping it for a few seconds by spending your MP.
Not to mention the fact that, from what I've heard, the gameplay itself, battle system aside, is kind of lacking. Yeah, that's weird.
The only good things about the game are the customization, you know, with the various abilities you can equip, the various schemata, aka jobs you can equip, or classes you prefer, and the battle system. But aside from that, everything's crap.
Hey Pedro,
for example, if there's one thing I can give to this game, especially for its time, it looks gorgeous. However, Lightning Returns looks like a PS2 game. Hell, there are models in that game.
Nintendo 64. Some models look like they came from Nintendo 64.
Zero question. Have I ever showed you the dog model from Lightning Returns?
I think
that
you showed me
that. Disgusting.
Okay, it looks like a Nintendo 64 model. When T-Man first posted on the topic, I was like, no, you can't be serious.
It's not just that. The textures of the ground look shit. Look like the real.
I know. Pedro showed me the quote.
Yeah, I don't think I want to explain why.
Yeah,
because
we even had a segment in the Sonic Boom commentary about the
True. But I don't think I've explained why. Allow me, might as well, since there's not really story going on.
Hold on, Pedro. I actually have something to say about this game beforehand, though.
Go ahead.
From what I've heard and seen about the battle system, imagine if that battle system were the battle system of this game, and yet this battle system were the one of the Lightning Returns game. It's like, when you think about it, you would actually have a game that's actually kind of good in some regard. I mean, yeah, the story would be bollocks in some part, but, you know, I mean, at that point I think it would be looked at as more mediocre of a story. See, I think the reason that the story is really looked down upon, aside from it being completely bonkers, is the fact that there's nothing really else to focus on in this game. Seeing as how, as we pretty much have established, the gameplay is quite possibly the equivalent to just, well, auto battle. That's in the word itself.
that doesn't change the fact that honestly, yeah, it's true. The story is bonkers, but there's a lot more problems to the story than just being bonkers. I mean, the story in the story in the Live Premonition is bonkers, but I don't care. The story is fucking awesome because it's so entertaining as hell.
Well, I don't mean bonkers as in like crazy awesome. I meant bonkers as in badly written.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, basically, but yeah, I agree, definitely. But basically, the main reason why Lightning Returns looks, and even 13.2 to an extent, look like shit, is because they're using the same graphics engine of this game, and you might be wondering, wait a minute, this game looks beautiful. Wait a minute, this game looks beautiful. If the sequels use the same engine, why do they look like crap? Well, basically, from what I could gather from my research, apparently the Crystal Tools engine, aka the name of this game's graphical engine, the Crystal Tools engine was made specifically for cinematic linear games, you know, which is what. So basically, they're trying to take an engine that wasn't prepared for open world games and trying to make open world games with it.
So, a game being made with an engine that wouldn't suit it on a particular system. Where have I heard that before?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rise of Lyric.
Oh my god, I'm actually.
I'm being sarcastic.
I tried to carry on your joke. I tried to carry on your joke by humming the Sonic Boom main theme, but I can't remember that theme right now.
Even better, you could just run Sonic.
Centaurs.
Oh. Hey, look, it's a recolor, I think. Oh wait, no, it's actually something new.
Okay, actually, there's another thing that I will also praise in this game aside from the textures, the art style. I actually really like the art design for both characters and monsters. I think, in fact, I think this game has the best monster art design since the best in the series since Final Fantasy VI. I really like the monsters in this game. They look really cool.
I suppose. Oh boy, here we go again. Okay, Jova, here's the premise. Remember the fact that so far 3 of our main characters have their own Eidolons?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get someone else's Eidolon now, aren't we?
Yeah, the problem is, remember how their battle were tied into the story? They have meanings to the character and the story themselves, but at least in the way they could, since the story is crap. Yeah, well, prepare to have basically the remaining 3 Eidolons throw you out for no particular reason other than having been promoted.
Thank you. I've been saying that a lot too, yeah. Basically, Fang, again, nobody cares about spoilers at this point, so I might as well say. Basically,
actually, Pedro, don't spoil too much since I may call something, but sure, go ahead.
No, okay, here's a guessing game. Jova, try to think what's the Eidolon of Fang?
Enough of this!
Oh, the Eidolon of Fang. You want me to, like, guess its name?
Think very basics. What's her job?
Bring it on.
She's the Lance.
Yeah, she's the Dragoon. So, what could be our perfect Eidolon?
End up a Seath. Till that happens, I'm gonna make Sarah
Bahamut?
Yep.
Oh.
And yes, probably, you're about to see the worst design of Bahamut you ever faced.
Okay, just for the sake of Shiroi. Basically, Shiroi, Bahamut is a classic Final Fantasy summon that's basically a giant dragon that breathes fire. It's basically the fan favorite Eidolon of the series, basically. Usually when people think of Final Fantasy Eidolons, or summons if you would prefer, they usually think of Bahamut. He's pretty much the iconic summon of the series.
That's because Bahamut debuted in the very first game. He's basically it functions as an NPC in that game, and basically it powers up your classes doing a specific side quest.
Okay, wait, our focus doesn't matter.
It actually does.
But if you turn into a Seath, then you won't be able to do anything.
Snow just gets more and more mentally retarded as the plot goes on.
Yeah, you can tell he's mentally retarded when Vanille is agreeing with him.
So basically, Shiroi, you know how defeating the villain destroys the world?
Yes.
Well, our heroes, quote unquote, they decided that they're just going to do it anyway.
Oh. Well, I think I know where this is going.
Count me out.
Thank you, Fang.
Oh.
If you all want to go it on your own, then so will I.
180 much?
Stone the flying crows.
What's coming. They hate us for being with C.
Okay, all of a sudden Fang is resentful against Cocoon?
Yeah, it makes no. This came the fuck out of nowhere. It's like the designers told the writers, okay, we need Fang's Eidolon to come out now, and the writers were all like, okay, what possible reason could she have for it? She just turns 180 for no reason.
You know what's weird is like, well, this character trait would actually work out just fine if they had actually, conveyed it properly. And, oh yeah, and before an audience tries to make the excuse, oh, well, maybe she was just concealing it, no, I'm sorry, with all the interactions she's had with the characters up to this point, you would need at least one scene showing that she's the least bit resentful of Cocoon. Not to mention the fact that she seems to barely care about them.
Probably the worst design of Bahamut. Yeah, Pedro, what you were saying about this game being the best design for the monsters?
What the?
No, well, okay, fine. I know it's not perfect, but I still think it's the best since Final Fantasy VI.
You know what, Pedro? I kinda hate.
Thing looks ugly.
Honestly, Pedro.
No. I'm thinking about Bahamut. I'm talking overall. No.
Well, even about that
design looks like shit. I agree with you there. I'm just talking about the monster design in general. Overall, I mean, yeah, there's a few misses, but overall, I think the art design for the monsters in this game is pretty good.
Wait, hold on. What was that about her not making up her mind yet?
Why are you protecting me? What are you doing?
Are you
protecting
basically, Joe, a power of friendship. That's all you need to know.
Their brand of mercy. And we don't need a Falsi's orders either.
So, anyway, Pedro, about the art design, I hate to say it, but this art design honestly reminds me of several other Final Fantasy games. As in, I'm pretty sure I've seen a bit of art design like this in Final Fantasy XII, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy...
They're trying to go back to the Final Fantasy VII look with this one, so...
Well, that's sort of the issue, is like, well, I'm pretty sure I've seen plenty of Final Fantasies that have pulled off this art design, that's why it's nothing real special to me.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, so now we're facing Bahamut with Fang, Lightning, and Vanilla. It's a pre-scripted team.
Hey, guys, I actually had a theory about how these Eidolons work. I'm wondering, maybe these Eidolons are rebels against the Falsi and the whole grand scheme of things, and they're secretly hiding within the heroes, and then they're sort of controlling them when they start to lose it.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but you're reading too much. Sorry.
Yeah, you're reading too much, Jova. Anyway, Shiva's sisters notwithstanding, I honestly find this to be the easiest of the Eidolon buttons.
I agree.
Look at this. Look, the Gestalt bar is already halfway. And keep in mind, we don't have to fully fill it, they just have to reach the first letter, the letter G.
Yeah, the Gestalt.
I mean, combine that with the fact that
what Fang said.
Combine that with the fact that Fang is a fantastic sentinel because she has Mecha-Dragon before Snow gets it. It's very easy, really.
It was funny what Fang just said. This will be quick. I guess that's fitting.
See, basically, as long as I'm a sentinel, I'm pretty much going to win.
Yep.
Like this Eidolon, okay, Theo, my turn to do that joke on you. You were saying about the Eidolon battles being brutal?
I guess.
Well, to be fair, he was talking about Saz's Eidolon.
And there you go.
By the way, Pedro, you've sort of inspired me.
Okay, you're about to see Bahamut's real form, which is a bit more faithful to his original appearance, but it still looks ugly as fuck.
Isn't that what he already was?
No, that was his Yeah, Bahamut for some reason is not the one who transforms into a vehicle. He's basically a giant in standard form and it's classical dragon design in his transformed form.
Yeah. I get that too. What I was saying is like, well, isn't that sort of the form he first appeared to them in?
No, it's not.
Huh, it looks so similar.
Look!
Oh, I love this one. This new light pad that appeared the fuck out of nowhere because plot convenience, I guess, will take us to wherever we need to go.
I guess.
Oh wow, a sign of Snow being right. Okay. Well, folks, we're in trouble.
Keep our eyes on the goal and we'll figure something out.
Sure, why not?
There you go. He literally flat out saying, "Don't worry, I know we have no plan, and that's pretty much filming the plan. But we're gonna just keep doing it anyway." And everybody's going with it. Even Lightning, even Saz has succumbed to dumb to the dumb Final Fantasy XIV syndrome. Come back to us!
Honestly, Pedro, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I honestly think Snow actually has the best idea of what to do here. I mean, it's actually something, and he's not exactly saying that they should kill them. He's saying that they should move along with the path ahead. I mean, just as long as this path doesn't lead to them trying to kill the big leaders, I'm pretty much with him for now, unless it does eventually lead there, at which point, I'm out.
Okay. Actually, you make a good point. I'll try to be a little more fair. Basically, their plan right now is to go to Pulse and try to find some way that can save the world without having to destroy it.
Hey, that's actually productive. That's a good idea.
The problem, Jova, is that they're not going to find anything. So, okay, fuck it. We'll just kill them then.
Well, hey, at least they have a plan. Yeah, anyway, speaking of which, Pedro, I think I actually see where this story's gonna go. Should I try?
No.
What do you think, Teo? Should we let him try? Teo?
Teo? Teo?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no, we've lost Teo.
Well, screw it. I'm gonna take.
We'll wait for him to come back to us, and then we'll ask. For now, let me actually. I think I've finished. Well, I'll keep it because I had a little more to say about that, so I might as well finish. Okay. Basically, yeah, like I was said, basically they're taking a graphics engine. There wasn't. But then wait a minute, Joe. Isn't the Cry engine a gameplay engine, or is it a graphics engine too?
The Cry engine? Wait. Hold on.
The Cry engine 3 that they used for Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, is that a graphics engine or a gameplay engine?
Graphics.
Well, actually...
Okay, welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Teo. Okay, Teo, Jova has an idea of where the story is going. Shall we let him take a guess?
Try.
Okay, basically here's my theory. Okay, obviously they shouldn't kill the older ones, but my guess is that they are going to kill the older ones, and the twist will be that they actually turn into Ragnarok to save Cocoon, actually.
Not really.
So they...
Sorry.
So they actually don't kill him.
Cigars.
Oh, so they actually don't kill him?
You'll see.
So far, we've just... Again, taking whatever role.
The carabin, the Tossy tool, So yeah, basically, since Snow has finally decided what he's going to do from now on, that is his profile updated. Meanwhile, Eidolon, Bahamut. Yes, this is Bahamut. Yeah. No. I agree with you there, Teo. The summon designs in this game are shit. I'll agree with you there.
So, what's next? Are we going to go for a long tunnel awaiting our big arrival to Grand Pulse?
Actually, no. I think the road to what will transport
to... Yeah, we will finish chapter 10 pretty much... for now, from this point on, the rest of the game is literally nothing but cutscenes. So, you just have to get down this path, and after that, it's all cutscenes. Alright, then. Sure, still there?
Yes.
So, apparently they aren't so dumb, though.
I guess.
Alright.
Oh, hey! Look at that!
What? Oh. How convenient.
An airship?
So, what's next? Are we gonna meet another Eidolon?
An airship that conveniently appears when they need it to appear. It's like Final Fantasy VIII over again.
To a conveniently appear path.
Well, I'll give it credit. At least here it still makes more sense here than it does in Final Fantasy VIII.
I guess.
So what? That's our exit? Pulse or bust?
Could be one of Daisley's traps.
Could be.
Nah.
Well, that's not good. Do you think it might take us to Eden?
I'm doing the flying. No more of these ships taking charge of our travel plan stuff. The only place this thing is taking us is where these boys tell it to.
Really?
Sad.
That is a
And
Grand
I don't know
Pulse
you,
ship.
but here in my
Really?
country, that gesture you made, it's an offensive one. It's literally called...
We're on borrowed time.
Remember,
Can be
Teo,
wrong.
Go. We get lucky.
remember, Teo, this game was designed to appeal to... This game was made with Americans in mind, so...
But there's no way
not
to
with
do
Italians
that.
in mind, so...
No, I know it's a Japanese gesture. It's also
Maybe
Japanese
we just
gesture
didn't
for
think to look
courage.
for one.
For example, Rufy in One Piece
nothing
does
else,
that all the time.
we
The
know
problem
Cocoon's
is
safe
here
for
in
the time
Italy,
being.
it's called. It
I'd say
can
it's
be
worth going to
translated
take a
into
look.
umbrella gestures
Maybe.
because it mimics
But what about your
someone
Wait a
hanging
minute.
an umbrella.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hope said that
I made
Cocoon
him a
is safe for the
promise.
time being.
I promised him to keep
Wait a
going
minute.
and do
Question.
what I
Oh no,
had
no,
to.
Joe, actually,
He
pay
said only I
attention
would
to what
know
Hope
that.
is saying right now,
The world's full of lies.
because
There's no way of knowing
it's
what's
actually
All we can
it will
do
be actually important
is
for the
believe in
next part.
ourselves.
If
Oh
you
my
be-
god.
It's easy to sit back and let people
Yeah,
trick you.
I agree.
So
Like how the Sanctum had us all thinking
I
that
love
Receiver was some
Hope.
sort of monster.
Hope is even being dumber than Snow at
I'm
this
done
point.
with their lies.
I know that we don't know what the hell is
I'll
going
see.
on, and there's no way
So
we can win,
focus
but
then.
we just have to believe in
From here on
ourselves.
out, I use my eyes. Think.
You see,
So,
Shiroi.
guys, hold on. I have a question first.
I might
Okay.
not
Okay, go
make
ahead.
all the right choices.
You know, if Hope's
as long as I'm the
supposedly
one
getting better
deciding what to
here,
do,
when the heck is his Eidolon supposed to appear? Because he
there's
already
nothing to
seems to have
regret.
gone for the
Oh.
whole thing of getting better and better.
You'll see. Yeah, you're actually onto something.
Is it about to show up now because he's about to have an epiphany?
No, not now.
Let's do
You'll
it.
see.
I'm with you. Bad choices and
Yes,
all.
yes.
I'm with you. See, like I said,
I'm
even
not
Sass is
sure
be
how
stupid now.
Don't do
Close as
that.
hell, you know.
Sass literally just said, I'm with you,
is it
bad
now?
choices and all. Sass has been the voice for some reason.
Are we sure this is the same sides? Maybe the
I wanna
previous
go.
one
See
really
what it's
killed
like for
himself with
myself.
a bullet to the head, and now we're playing with one of his
Okay,
clones.
people.
Yeah,
Maybe
I agree.
because he was the only sensible character the writers made him kill himself, so that they could replace him with an idiot.
Yeah.
No. I think he's just rolling with
Off to hell we
emotions
go.
because there's pretty much nothing else to do at this point. I mean, let's be fair, guys. If it were you, you pretty much have no choice but to go forward. There's no going backward, and well.
So yeah, we're all fucked, but that's okay. All you have to do is believe in ourselves. Also, pretentious narration for the win!
And
Okay.
a lyrical song to boot.
Oh my god, we're watching
It's the
this
same
again?
song again?
We've
The
seen
one
this-
Wait,
just
what?
opening 206?
No, we're watching this again.
You know, it actually does look a lot like it from here.
You might remember, sure, how we saw this in part 5.
Yep, I remember. I still want to know
And
how
now,
the
it's
heck.
in black and white, and now it looks even worse because it's in black and white. Oh, now it's in. Wait.
Yeah, there's this shady effect that it looks shit.
They run the game through Instagram or something.
So yeah, like I was saying, Shiro, you know, Shiro,
Hashtag
you
13 days.
Yeah.
Shiro, you know, okay, Shiro, you know that bad eye you have?
Yeah.
Who could say?
Well, that's because you didn't believe hard enough.
Oh fuck off.
Oh
I'm
no,
just-
we're not
I'm just-
doing that
I'm
again,
just-
are we?
I'm just joking.
I
Sorry.
know. No, I'm fine. I know you're joking. I make blind jokes all the time.
Okay, fine. I'm just covering my ass because, you know.
What the? Hyperdrive?
Okay, well, at least we got a pretty CGI cutscene.
I guess.
Okay, so I guess they did go into that ship.
seizure-inducing, but very pretty cutscene.
No, we're doing the CGI. We actually get some pretty awesome CGI porn right now.
You did it!
Yeah, I told you, didn't I?
I love how Sass is completely over the fact that Vanille ruined his life.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
It takes
apparently
him that
it's
long to get
possible.
over it.
Oh boy.
Well, apparently
The
it's
hot
possible
guy.
to fix it, so that's why.
with someone else.
Okay, Jova, you're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. We're about to enter chapter 11 of the game, where we finally get into Grand Pulse.
Sure.
Here's the
Okay.
and guess what? It's the first environment in this entire game that is not a hallway.
Guess it figures. It's Grand Pulse, so they haven't had.
No, don't catch it. Don't catch it. Just let
Don't
it
catch them!
go.
Just let them die, please.
What the?
No, she's summoning
That's,
Bahamut.
no, that's
Wait.
impossible. I'm sorry, I don't care how good you are with a gun. There's no way you could have possibly made that shot.
And somehow shooting it frees the Eidolon? What the heck?
Here goes!
No, but basically, Joe, but the way Eidolons work is, you take a crystal from your chest.
Just let her die.
Okay, basically, Joe, every time they want to summon an Eidolon, they touch their mark, and a crystal comes out of their mark, and then they throw that crystal, and they break it, and then the Eidolon comes out.
So, wait, when was that ever established?
Through battles and cuts.
Basically,
Gee,
you
yeah.
summon a Pokeball from your mark.
Welcome to Grand Pulse.
So let me guess. Let me guess.
Well, okay, Joe. But imagine if the world of Xenoblade Chronicles looked incredibly empty with nothing to do in it.
That's for the transitions between the actual worlds with the content, of course, and even in the empty fields, there's still some things going about.
Well, in that case, you're not gonna like Grand Pulse because Grand Pulse is literally just a big, wide, open. It's like a Final Fantasy. It's like they literally took the world map of this game and just put it alone with nothing in it, and they put the towns in other places. I mean, this game would be so much better if this was actually the environment of the game and the towns were, distributed all over the place. But no, of course not.
It's a place where lives are ruled by the brutal struggle for survival, and the callous.
Also, Peter is gonna have a field day with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Was that a spiral sound effect?
Final Fantasy 13 literally just killed a chocobo right in front of me.
Aren't chocobos kind of like...
I'm not even kidding.
Well, Pedro, I guess you will not like the beginning of Type 0 then. There's a dying chocobo that bleeds.
No. I know how Type 0 begins, but I still think it was done better in that because the story at least justified it. Whereas in here, it's just done for the sake of nothing.
Recalling their lost deity and returning the world.
Hey, wait a minute! I just realized something.
What?
She mentioned Reigns. If the fallacy can just bring back Lissy at a whim, does this mean that they could bring back Reigns only brainwashed or something?
Yes, they can, and that's exactly what they'll do, actually.
So, Jova, what was that you were saying before we started recording this?
What?
About giving it a chance and...
It's just a way to wake
well, hey, just because I called what seems to be a very stupid plot point doesn't mean that this game isn't completely
This monster right here. This monster, it's called the Elementor. It's basically the biggest and hardest monster to defeat. It's actually harder than a lot of the bosses, including the final boss.
And that's Titan. The problem is you cannot fight that.
Yeah.
What is the point of Titan?
He's responsible for the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Basically, he eats monsters and poop out new ones.
Basically, Jova, he's here just for decoration.
So he's basically just scenery.
Oh my god, I hate these narrations so much. They're so...
Oh, for God's sakes, can we just skip ahead to the... By the way, I wonder if a familiar face is going to show up and attack us later on.
No.
No, it will take some time, Jova.
Well, I meant like, well, somewhere in Grand Pulse.
Alrighty then.
Although, to be fair, I guess this is actually looking somewhat beautiful.
Melon? Coconut? I don't know.
Okay, let's put the melon and coconut and shit. Okay, Teo, question, might as well, since there's something happening. Since you yourself seem to be quite anxious about the next part where it will happen, that thing that we're talking about will happen, you think you'll be able to stick around for 29 more minutes?
Sure.
Awesome then.
Great then.
In that case, I guess today we'll do 2 Ni no Kuni parts and 2 Final Fantasy 14 parts. I guess that's fair.
All in a day's work, I guess.
Where's my gun?
Hey, it could be worse.
Teo, save it for lightning returns.
By the way, Teo, a question.
Teo, think of happy thoughts. Think of
happy peels are happy.
Think of the new nice things. Think of the beach,
think
flowers.
Of Kingdom Hearts 3.
The new Dissidia game.
Hey, Teo,
Jova, what are you going to say?
I was wondering. Is Alexander in this game?
You mean the summon?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's not what you think.
Hey guys.
Oh, Alexander's one of my favorite summons from Final Fantasy VII.
We did find plenty of
What's he like in this game, I wonder?
Have you ever played chess, Jova?
Yes.
Imagine having a board of chess, but only with towers.
He's off with the chocobo, getting supplies.
That seems weird and rather unfitting.
You'll see. When we'll actually get to Alexander.
So, whose Eidolon is he? Hope's?
Well, proceed to elimination. We already talked about another Eidolon before.
We gotta find him.
Well, we haven't met.
Do we really need to know?
Yeah, apparently Hope's in trouble for some reason.
Anyway, we'll see you for
is this where we're finally gonna meet his Eidolon?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see that in the next part. See ya.
Oh.